Okay. All right, yo. 2 episodes in 1 week. Last of Us episode 5 came out early because the Super Bowl is this weekend. So we got treated to an episode, which, spoiler alert, I think this might be my favorite episode of the season.
It's solid.
Talk about it,
It's
bro.
it's
Yeah.
The Last of Us.
Yeah. Toby texted me at you texted me at like 11. That's how I knew it was good. You was up past your bedtime and you was like, this episode of Last of Us, though.
Yeah.
I woke up, I was like, yo, he was watching it this late, but yeah, definitely. Let's get right into it, bro. All right, y'all. Welcome back to Small Couch Reviews. It's your boy Sam.
It's your boy Jovi.
Yep. Once again, we are here and we are going to talk about The Last of Us episode 5, which, like I said, is probably my favorite. I think it had like the biggest set piece since the first episode.
Yes.
But we'll get right into that. This one picks up like right after the last episode. So we see Henry and Sam, the two I guess I don't want to call them rebels, but two rebels who are
Yeah.
wanted by the people they used to rebel with. I guess we see some of the events from last episode from their perspective. We see how they escape. They're running through the city. They are watching as Joel enters and he kills those people that try to mess with him.
Oh man,
Yeah,
perspective was dope.
was we see the doctor that Kathleen ended up killing last episode. We see how he helped out Henry and his brother. And I mean, yeah, then they go right into they run into Joel and they're basically there to ask him for help to escape the city. So
Yeah, they needed each other.
yep. And
So,
now people who played the game knew how this was going to end, and I just have to say, like I said last week, this show is so sad. Even knowing how it was going to end, it
oh
just got me.
my gosh, I will say with this episode, um, there were things that I'm like, yo, they can show this on TV, and then I was like, oh, you can show this on HBO. This felt like the game. That last sequence, and
Yeah, bro.
I was like, oh my gosh, this hit. And it's funny because the internet went crazy. Like, I mean, Twitter immediately after the episode aired was like, it's like, are you okay? Hell no, I'm not okay.
And remember, I think you were talking about 2 episodes ago. They were talking about how they wanted to see the school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and and then get
and
the
then
bloater.
in the blow. And so, and I think you said just wait and you'll get what you want. And
Yeah,
yeah, man.
and
But
they
like,
delivered.
yeah. So before that, there are a couple of things I really liked in this episode.
All right,
Obviously, the
yeah,
last scene, but you know, Joel just being Joel, I'm really liking it. Like when Henry first goes there, and he's like, "Hey, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm gonna put my gun down, and we're gonna talk. Is that okay?" And Joel's just like, "Yeah, right."
yeah.
And then
He's
Henry's
like,
like, "Bro, that tone, I'm just
yeah.
not with it."
And then Ellie's just like he just has asshole voice.
Yeah,
Like,
that's how he talks. See, that's how he talks, and he just keeps going with it. Like Joel is terrifying. Pedro Pascal, he's doing his thing seriously. Like
right,
he's such a good Joel.
right.
But I mean, then you see him. Then you see, they have this plan to go underneath to the tunnels because they say, no one's going to go down there because they think they're infected there, even though they aren't. And Henry's plan is going through, and it's a fun little dynamic to see Henry have this optimism and Joel just be like, no,
Yeah.
like you're being happy for no reason. And I also like seeing Ellie have a friend, with the little brother, Sam.
Oh man,
That
that
was cute.
she got to be a kid, and it feels like she hasn't been able to be a kid for a while.
Yeah, man. She
And
got
she
a kid in one
tries to
foot.
be a kid, and Joel's just like this, just
Yeah, exactly.
straight face,
Yeah,
like,
grumpy
bro.
face, man. Um, and then while they're in the tunnels, they run into the school, and Ellie and Sam are playing. Henry
Yeah,
basically reveals why Kathleen hates him, and it's a good reason, man. Like he's basically like, look, there's a man I admired. He led the rebellion.
yep,
He's like someone I would do anything for, but unfortunately, he's a rebel leader. He doesn't have the resources that the federal government or that Fedra would have.
Right.
So when his little brother got cancer, he was like, I had to turn him over,
Like
and that's why he did
that's
it. And it's like you understand Kathleen now. It's like, yeah, after everything we did for you, you betrayed us. But it's like, yo, it was his little brother. So it's like, what
yeah.
is good and bad in this world, yo? Like Henry
Oh my
acknowledges, he's like, I'm a bad person for what I did.
right.
Um,
And Joel says it often that he's a bad person.
yeah,
Like he's done bad things.
yeah,
And it's
and
like,
even yeah, Tess said like they're like
yeah,
it's interesting to see like this show is. I keep we say it every week. It's just it's so real. Like this is how
yes.
things would be. You know, like I
Yeah.
feel.
A
It's
lot more realistic than Walking Dead.
yeah, seriously. Like
In a lot of different aspects. And it's like if people want to say you can't compare it because Walking Dead is fantasy, like just because it was a comic first, but then now I'm like, God, they tried to make it seem like that was a realistic expectation.
yeah,
These are these zombies, this aspect, the way that the every single city got taken over by the government and blocked off,
yeah,
like
man.
that's the kind of stuff that makes sense.
Yeah, and even then, like you see, like there are no like not everyone is always good and not everyone's always bad. Like
Right.
they said like Kansas City specifically, their Fedra was terrible. Like
That the stuff they were talking about, it's
yeah,
like,
they were like, yeah, that's why we rose up against them. But then the people who eventually took over, are they that much better? Like I love that the show is showing us this. Like
like it's like you turn into your enemy.
yeah, you kiss.
You know,
It's really cool. Like I don't know, it would be easy to like be like these are the good people, these are the bad people. You pick your side, but this
right.
one makes you think. I think that's really cool.
I think from the beginning it's made me thought about like, yeah, you play as Joel in the game and like you're like, yeah, he's the antagonist. But it's like, yo, he's not a good in the big spectrum. It's like, yo, he's not really that great of a person.
Right, right. No,
And
he's
for you all that haven't played the game, you're gonna learn even more of like the things he's done.
yeah,
And it's like, uh, could you say now, like when you're playing it, like, yeah, Joel, Ellie, like you're just rooting for them, but it's like at the end of the day, the people that are trying to kill him are trying to survive too.
yeah. Exactly my point. Exactly my point. Like
Yeah,
it's all about perspective, bro. If we were following Kathleen from the beginning, I'm sure we'd be on her side. You know what I mean?
yeah. I don't know how
Yeah.
great of
So
a game that would have been, but
yeah, that's true. Yeah, and you know what's crazy? She mentions her brother that Henry betrayed. Is like, yo,
yeah,
you gotta forgive him for what he did. Like, you like. She's like, I understand what he did, but but she's like,
hmm
I'm not gonna do what my brother says and forget. Like, it's just, I love how many different dynamics there are here. But
yeah. I
anyway,
think
eventually,
the
Henry
biggest,
catches up with them.
yeah, I would say the biggest standout for me, um, with this fifth episode is just like with Bill and Frank. Like we got those characters. Well, we didn't get Frank. We got Bill. We got these characters, but we don't know their full background. Now we have an idea. Like it makes these side characters for that one mission so much more dynamic.
Yeah, man.
And
Like
I
you get a
really I
full,
really appreciate it. Like
yeah, full
we
hour.
didn't get a full we didn't get a full hour and 30 minutes with Henry and Sam, but that little bit of time made us more connected, which makes the ending even more heavy.
Yeah, son. So I mean,
And the fact that they made Sam a little kid that uses
yeah,
ASL.
bro.
Like, I was like,
So
man, y'all are just y'all are trying to get everybody to cry every other week.
So here's the thing that got me, right? So you know how like even though it's an adaptation, they're obviously changing some things.
Yeah,
So when Kathleen catches up with them and Henry comes out, I'm
yeah.
like, yo, is Henry about to die right here? Because like she
You
has
were
a gun
expecting,
pointed at him, and I'm like,
yeah,
all right, well, maybe they change it and this is how he dies. But no, no.
no, no.
The way the infected come, that's like
Oh,
the best set piece ever, y'all. Seriously.
it's it's gonna go down in history as probably one of the best scenes in an HBO show
Son, like
because
it,
that was
the truck, like there's a car that falls on the ground,
yeah.
and that these zombies are not slow. These Bamas, like I'm like, how are you guys gonna get out? No, they just jump out the ground and come at
Like it's like they were
them. And
climbing over themselves.
yeah, and you know what? I gotta say, the rebels they did a lot better than I thought they would because they were shooting immediately because I thought they were just gonna die.
Oh no,
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah,
oh, how about this? And I was trying to convince Aisha to watch it, but then I mentioned this: a little girl clicker.
yeah, man. Chasing after
That
Ellie,
that was enough, I think, for her not to watch it,
yeah,
just for me
bro.
mentioning
Bro,
it.
wow,
'Cause
son. Yeah,
that right there, anything. I mean, you guys have watched some of our reviews of like some of our horror stuff. You know, I don't like little girls that are in horror or little. It's just that's creepy to me. You combine two of the creepiest things:
yeah,
a little girl that's trying to kill you and a clicker.
yeah, man. And that joint got in the truck with Ellie.
I was like, oh, I was like, we got so much show left.
Yeah,
What's gonna
it's
happen?
slapping. So here's the other thing. So the clicker goes with them. Then there are other clickers going after Sam and his brother underneath the car. And
Yep.
right there, I was like, you know what? One of them, I was like, Sam got bit because I played the game, obviously.
Right. Right.
But again, I don't know how this show's going. Like, I'm just hoping for changes that make things happier. But no, there's no happy.
No, this was not. That was a very sad sequence.
So and something else I wanted to mention. In a lot of shows, like if someone is about to die, like Henry, he was
Mhm.
about to die. Um, Okay, my bad. We just got a message. I don't know what that was, but anyway, it looked like Henry was about to die.
Yeah.
And Kathleen about to shoot him, and he doesn't. Usually in shows, when someone survives something like that harrowing, they're safe. Like they have plot armor now, right? Like they're safe.
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
But that goes to show how real this show is. For him to survive that, and then like ten
My God.
hours later, he's just gone. He was gone. Like in the
I,
room. So obviously they escape. Kathleen dies.
yeah.
All the clickers and the infected kill the
Oh
rebels.
man, that was dope.
And then Joel and Henry and Sam and Ellie escape to a motel room. And Joel's, he softens up. He's like, "Look, I'm gonna walk to Wyoming. If you and your brother want to come, I think it's cool." And Sam's like, "Yeah, it'd be cool for the kids to hang out and like we'll be friends."
Was looking forward to it. I was like, okay, maybe this is a change that I want.
Yeah.
I agree. I was like, okay, I'm looking forward to this.
And then what happens happens. Sam is infected. Ellie thinks her super blood can save him, so they don't tell the adults. And by the morning, Sam has turned. And what got me, when Sam attacked Ellie and like he pushed her out the door, the two adults wake up.
Yeah.
And Henry, he goes for the gun before Joel can. And he points it at Joel, and I'm like, bruh, like your brother's literally about to kill Ellie.
Oh.
And then he shoots the gun at Joel when Joel tries to come to him. I'm like,
I was like, that right there got me. I was like, hold on. I was like, how is this about to go?
yeah,
Like, are they gonna try to? Is he gonna try to run?
yeah,
It's like,
right, right. But then he does. I mean, he does the right thing. He shoots his brother in the head and
you
saves
can
Ellie.
you can put that in quotes again.
Yeah, yo.
Right thing.
When he did that, like,
That's heavy.
Sam's little 8-year-old behind, and then
That's
Henry,
heavy,
just
man.
like in the game, he killed himself. He killed himself. It's so sad, yo.
And so, like, now that we've mentioned that, a lot of people got shot in the head in this episode. And I'm like, I was not expecting to see this, but I'm very happy because it is very reminiscent of the game.
Yeah, headshots to the
People get shot in the head in this game,
you
y'all.
got
That's how you save your ammo.
Yep,
Just if you didn't know.
yep. And again, seriously, just there's nothing I disliked about this episode. It was
No.
sad. It was sad. There was action. It just had it was an emotional roller coaster, man.
It was great because, yeah, last week, or technically not even last week, how many days ago, they were like, everybody's like, why do we have Kathleen? Why is this necessary?
Right.
But you needed someone that led such a revolt. You had to have that character. And now we made it way more dynamic, where it's like y'all are both running. Henry's running, Joel, Henry, Sam, Joel, and Ellie are running from the same enemy, but they both need each other in a different way. Just like Sam needed Henry just because he can't hear.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Henry needed Sam because he needed his little brother. He needed a reason to live.
Yeah, man.
And that's like all of these aspects that make this gaming story so dynamic.
And
And
you
I'm
gotta
like,
give it up for like again. We give the every episode we give the director of the show or the two directors, I guess, the guy who actually worked on the game and the guy behind Chernobyl, their flowers.
Yeah,
They deserve it again here. But
straight
one
up.
thing we don't talk about, like the acting in this show has never disappointed. Every single person
I
did
I
phenomenal, and I want to see
I
more.
agree. I'm damn. Even the smaller
Yes,
characters,
and
like
Ellie, the actress.
yeah,
She's almost 20 years old, playing a
no
12-year
way.
old. Bruh, I did not know that.
No, she's not.
She is. Yeah, she is. Look it up. I think she's 19 right now. Like that is wild to me.
Okay, so I guess all the weirdos talking about her looks are
A
not as
little
weird.
weird, but
It was weird when, especially when I thought she was a teenager.
yeah, that shit. That
But
shit.
now that she's 19, do they get a pass? Or can you just enjoy the show without having a critique on the way somebody looks?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
essentially.
I that's just my personal take on that.
Yeah, man.
She's doing an amazing job.
Yeah, really. That's,
That's all I'm worried about.
yeah, like I just performances all around. I think like so we're what halfway through now.
Yeah, which is whew, I you when you telling me you've played this joint multiple times, it makes me want to put it, re-download it and play it again. I actually have I think I still have the first one on PlayStation
If you
4.
don't have it physically, you better hurry up.
Yeah.
PlayStation is about to take it away.
Yeah, I think I still have the original. I'm looking around now, looking at the games that I pulled out. I got to go into the vault
Right.
and pull out all the old games. But I think I held on to The Last of Us just because it was like worth nothing at one point, and now, of course, it's gonna be like people are probably charging $30 for it.
Oh yeah. You mean like when you try to trade it
The
in?
physical copy. Like we're watching history right now, and for all of our fans and our new, our I guess fans, our new watchers, our viewers, and our new viewers, like this is gonna be something we can talk about on our panel as we talk about movies, but we're gonna have to bring up this performance.
Yeah, man.
And if it continues to level up like it has every episode, I'm excited.
Yeah, bro. I just yeah, that's the best way to say it. I'm excited for what happens next, y'all. Seriously. But yeah, y'all, that was it. Another emotional roller coaster. The joint it was sad, it was fun, and then it was sad. But
Oh
yeah,
my god.
guys. All right, so last one was episode 5. What did you think? How did it rank in comparison to all the other? As Jovi's doing his only other episodes, tell us right down there in the comments, y'all. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for sticking with us for this recap. And until next time, we out.
Deuces.